I'm here to address the whistleblower of the kill list. Now, CIA has not tried to kill an American citizen. The CIA will never try to kill an American citizen as long as I'm the director of the National Clandestine Service. What I can say is that the President of the United States asked the director of the CIA to assassinate the Secretary of Defense, and we just flat out refused. Now, after this happened, I'm probably gonna lose my job for telling you all this. Uh, but after this happened, someone obviously whistle blew about the president trying to get us to do this. Now the president's trying to throw the CIA under the bus, and I just think that's bullshit. So, uh, point the fingers at the president because he wanted us to kill the Secretary of fucking Defense. Yeah, that's about that. Um, questions? If you have a question, raise your hand. One of our admins will ring you up. Thomas?
So you're 100% sure that the president ordered the assassination of J. Arlington?
Was in the VC with him.
I
The President of the United States asked the CIA to kill the Secretary of Defense. The CIA director and myself refused. Some people wanted to do it, but they were quickly reprimanded for asking to do it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to tell this to the representatives here. Please, for the love of God, impeach the president. Okay, bye.
I think he accidentally ended the stage. Are there any questions about the president trying to get us to kill the Secretary of Defense? Representative Starlight?
I got one. Bring him up.
Hello. I would just like to say I am not on. No mind. I hope that the House of Representatives do impeach the president so we can find out what truly happened and so we can know for sure if our president ordered the assassination of a key official who is a member of the cabinet or a former member of the cabinet. I give you my word, we will find the truth on this. We will hold a hearing or whatever we have to do, and we will find the truth on this. Thank you.
Representative Royce Jackson, I guess.
The president needs to be held accountable for his actions. I call for the impeachment of the president. Thank you.
Assistant Secretary Curtis Thompson. Mr. Thompson.
Would there be any specific reason why the Secretary of Defense was to be assassinated or was
Yeah,
asked to
because
be
he wanted to
assassinated?
replace him. President
Um,
didn't want to look bad and make his administration look bad by relieving his Secretary of Defense, even because the politicians were accusing his administration as being failed. So he thought, well, if he's just dead, then he's not a problem anymore. That's what he asked the CIA to do.
Alright, thanks.
Let's reel William Grady.
All right. So, do you have anything to back that? I mean, if this is true, I mean, goddamn. But is there anything to back that up apart from he said, she said? Any documentation?
Witnesses?
Anything
I
paper to
think that
pen and
whistleblower has some documentation, but You'll have to ask the CIA director for more specifics. I was briefed verbally.
Speaking of,
The Central Intelligence Director for America United, I'll be representing the NCS as well as the Central Intelligence Agency on any further questions.
Let's get Henry up here.
So so I just heard about this. They tried assassinating the Secretary of Defense. Am I correct?
They did not try to assassinate the Secretary of Defense. That was pretty much shut down before, by the CIA director before anything else could happen.
All right. I just
There's
want to
mul-
confirm.
there-
Election
I-
day is around the corner, and maybe you guys have not noticed this. All of a sudden, the president has been appointing lots of people, which I find a little suspicious. That's really what I gotta say.
This is going to be another topic I would bring up involving the whistleblower Olivia Pope, former member of the Central Intelligence Agency, leaking information about things that aren't even relevant. For example, a kill list. We never drafted any type of kill list. There is no kill list. We have no recollection of ever making a kill list. There is no proof of a kill list. We did not create a kill list.
Well, there is a kill
Sir,
list, but it's not
sir,
American citizens. It's just terrorists like
Wait,
ISIS and
sir,
shit.
what about that
Sure.
Janelle Smith thing? What about that? Yeah, now it's quiet now.
Janelle Smith is not a U.S. native national. She was deported by ICE back to her home country of Chad, and she somehow made her way back to the United States. And she was deemed a threat to national security. She was dealt with.
The federal the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Central Intelligence Agency is on a joint investigation involving Janelle. I can't go into any specifics because it is an active investigation. Any further questions about anything else other than Janelle?
so the Clef didn't really answer my question. Is there any actual documentation that the president asked for this, or is it just? I mean, what is there anything to back it up?
If you really want to hear it, because I was one of the witnesses that heard this conversation, it was done in a voice chat in front of me and multiple members of the Central Intelligence Agency. The White House, let me tell you, I will tell you the exact person that initially made the recommendation, and the president basically thumbs up to it. The CIA had no response to it. The White House Director of Operations was the one who made the suggestion to the president.
Mm-hmm.
The president denies all allegations of this interaction ever occurring. However, there are witnesses to, but it did happen. It was in the White House
Yeah,
Discord,
that's what I'm saying.
and not only that, the president's been doing things that are violating multiple laws involving intelligence, including, but not, the Hatch Act. He's violated the Hatch Act multiple times, tried to breach into Central Intelligence information not involving the United States. So, I mean, that's your honest answer. Olivia Pope was an honest individual that I knew could do well in the Central Intelligence Agency, but information that she got from other people, she found to be a reason to raise question against the Central Intelligence Agency, which I completely understand from her point of view of why she thinks we should raise questions on whether the Central Intelligence Agency is doing their job. However, the intelligence that she's been fed has been nothing but false testimony coming from the White House.
Sir? Sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's let's call her up here and hear what she has to say on this side of the story, and we can judge and evaluate how both sides of the story here.
He doesn't have a microphone, so
He
that's
does
that.
not.
We'll get the chief judge.
Oh, all right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir, Hello, Mr. Allen.
Hello. I'm just gonna want to quickly correct something. I believe the CIA said that the president violated the Hatch Act. Is that correct?
Correct.
Hatch Act is, I think,
The
Texas has been getting this
president.
shit confused. Hatch Act is political. It's not.
I was just here to correct that. Yeah, the president and the vice president. The Hatch Act does not apply to.
I think
Does
he
not,
means the Federal Information Surveillance Act.
well, he specifically targeted the Hatch Act, so I just want to
We
correct
just label
that.
this as Watergate and then get over with it. That's pretty much.
Long story short, I'm telling you this as just not the CIA director, but a member of this community. The president's not leading this group in the correct direction. And I'm going to say that to all government officials in here. And I don't care whether I get, backlash for it, but
90%
he does
general.
not care about, you know, you, the community, the members. He only cares about his own selfish ambitions.
Yeah, I agree. When was the last time you actually had him start a conversation be-
Well,
besides
The president has
like
not been communicating with
some
anyone. I'll
chat?
just say that.
the CIA can't even operate correctly because the president refuses to communicate with any directorate of any department. I'm not the only department that feels this way. The Federal Bureau of Investigation feels this way. He's never even talked to Alto ever. It's always been me, and that's a problem in and of itself. He doesn't communicate with heads of government, including the president pro tempore and the Speaker of the House. There is no communication. And then we've got another problem where we believe that the administration, role play enforcement, can void role plays that are realistic, like the incident involving Secret Service. But I'm not going to get into that.
We didn't. What? What incident?
Secret Service incident was voided.
Which I think was stupid personally. But besides the point, we've got a real problem here internally with the group's operations, and the CIA. I have been working with the Federal Bureau of Investigation to shut down the Central Intelligence Agency because I do believe right now the Central Intelligence Agency does not have a sole purpose due to us not being in the United Nations, us not doing any foreign operations. We can't do anything. The Central Intelligence Agency are sitting ducks.
Now, what I think should happen, we only have three options to do here: impeach Miles, get a new president, which may take a while because
No, no,
some
no,
can't.
no, 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 no. Because if we impeach Miles, then we have whoever the vice president is. Because I guarantee you, nobody knows who she is. I can
Vice president
guarantee
has
she
not
has.
interacted with the
I
president
She has.
agree.
before.
I
She
do
has
not
only
know
made
her.
one announcement, and she's only made one message the entire time she was here, and that was to say that she's going on LOA for a little while, and she never came back. The truth
All
is,
right.
the
Our
top
whole
two
administration
officials,
is
the top two
watching.
officials in our country, are gone.
I'm going to say this again and again. I don't care about being the CIA director. What I care about is you, the people of this group. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to role play. And I feel like you're not being treated right by the current administration. The only administrators that make an effort to do anything, no offense, is Leo Kirkman and Earl. Those are the only two administrators that I've actually seen do anything productive.
And then even then, I think Earl oversteps his bounds sometimes too.
Listen, even I have my love-hate relationship with Earl, but he does a good job.
Yeah, he does a good job. It's just he oversteps his bounds sometimes, and that pisses me off. Anyway, this isn't
Let
about
me
the
hold
group
up.
administration. I'm
Let me bring the
recommending to
secretary.
Congress that the president be dealt with.
Oh yes, and don't let me exclude LCPD MOPA. As much as I disagree with him, he does a lot too, as far as with working on development, working with community membership.
To speak on the vice president thing, apparently there's like family issues or something going on with the vice president. So
Then
But
you
like
should
I
step
said, this
aside.
this
Why are you
is
gonna
more or
hog
less.
power and bring other people
I'm
down?
asking administrators to change the name of this community stage, because now this is not a conversation about the NSC. This is a conversation about what is going to happen to this group, what the members want. Because I want to hear what they think. Because if the administration is not going to do something, then the members have a right to petition for something to be done.
I believe there's a high chance it's going to die soon because of all the corruption. Pretty much, it's already turning into the American Republic.
Hold on. If y'all want to talk about this, just go to VC. Like, I think the point of this is for like RP type event, so just go to the VC.
No, there's no role play anymore. This is
just go to Community VC 1.
All of these departments that are having these issues revolves around the administration and the fact that the president's absolutely doesn't know what he's doing. The other thing that we have a problem with our current president.
I'm not like debating. I'm just saying let's just go to Community VC 1. You can
Well,
talk
when
about
it's in here, it's a little more organized. When we're in VC, we have situations like Mr. James B. Griffin doing his bullshit. Well, he was banned.
James B.
quite some
Griffin
time
has
ago.
the IQ of an autistic goat. You can't see him. Like, I don't.
I mean, you could say the same thing about the president. There's some mentally reserved people who have more
Just go
capability
to
than our
VC
current
1.
president.
Just go to VC 1.
Like I said, I have a lot of respect for Olivia because she's just trying to engage in role play.
Okay.
I'm not mad at all for what's happening at all. I care less about my rank.
We all do. Town Hall does America work.
Nah, bro. I saw a show on SNL. It's called "Does America Still Work?" That was the funniest show ever.
And this is why, after my tenure as CIA director is done, I will be establishing Fox News.
Oh
Dear
God,
Lord.
yeah.
So I'd like to point out how the entirety of the
what if
presidential cabinet is inactive.
and what if Fox News is bought out? What if Fox News is bought out?
I don't give a shit. I'll buy it right back.
Well, I mean, you could secretly be paid by American workers to be posting stuff that's based on the current government.
I'm
Hold
just gonna
on.
say it. I'm gonna say this
Thomas.
right now. To the 5 representatives, including never mind. Well, the majority was the same, but to the representatives in here, please, love of God, host a hearing and get the president out of office.
Thomas, could you do like a community poll about some of this shit? Like, should we host election sooners? Should Miles still be president? Should administrators be allowed in
I
office?
set a specific date because Miles wanted to have time as president, so I gave him 2 months to be president until we had elections, and then he moved it back to November. I gave him till the end of this month to be president, and then he moved it back.
Well, here's the big question. I'm going to invite all the representatives to raise their hand to add on to what I'm about to say. Do we feel like if we try to get him out of office, he's just going to shut down the group? Point blank.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've been a lot of representatives to add on to that
Definitely.
because this
I
is
think
a
he will. I think he definitely will.
Mills is a power hungry little kid.
Representative Royce, please come up here. Somebody please bring him up here. If he wants to speak on that, then because every branch of government should be able to speak on this. Wayne, the shit isn't coming from the members. It's coming from the higher ups, the higher parts of government. The reins have nothing to do with it. I'm not even a reign initially. I'm a cruise. And I'll change my name immediately.
Alright, so let's just do a vote. Should the group just shut down and then...
No.
No, we
Who the
don't.
hell are you? We don't want
I'm
the
just
fucking group to
I'm
shut
just saying
down.
that
We
he's
just want
contributing
Miles
to
out of
I'm just
office.
I'm not yeah, I mean that's the point, but I'm just saying, like, should that happen because half of the staff here is corrupt. Except for a
If
few.
Miles wants to be president, he has to be an active president. I think that's a prerequisite.
And
Now,
he's only
Thomas, could
spoken
you
a couple
do
times.
a community poll? And I want 3 questions. Should admins be allowed to be president? Should Miles stay as president? Should we move elections up?
All of that is on the agenda for tomorrow's board meeting, if it does happen tomorrow.
Also, when you do the next election poll, please put me on the fucking thing, because he didn't do that.
I'll do it using the poll bot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is that.
Wait, I think Royce is trying to say something.
Yes, we must listen to what Roy says.
The other thing I believe that we should talk about establishing, as much as
Hello.
you guys may disagree with it, is the municipal government to prevent
Today I
the
announced
federal.
that I, Royce Jackson, representative for the 4th District of
Swear
South
to God.
Carolina, am
Oh no.
articles for impeachment against President Miles for high crimes
Oh
and
my
misdemeanors against the country of the United States of America. We'll be hosting an emergency session tonight by the Speaker of the House. Tune in tonight for that.
Is there anybody else who would like to speak and come up here?
We should let Wayne Scott come up here for a bit and talk.
Yeah, we should. We should hear what he has to say on this. I also see former President Obama is trying to come. Well, I think this is the end of the meeting. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Director?
That's it for me.
Miss, Mr. Leo, anything you'd like to say, adding on to this? I suppose not.
What?
Is there anything you'd like to add on to this?
Hold up. I guess we're gonna let the former president talk, and then we're all gonna go to VC.
You know,
Alright,
I have no idea what's going on, but whatever it is, it's a real American tragedy.
The president allegedly ordered the CIA to assassinate the former Secretary of Defense,
Oh wow, who's the former
Yeah,
Secretary of Defense?
Jay Arlington.
Jay,
Wow, that fits the punishment of high crimes and misdemeanor. He has to be impeached, and after that, he has to be convicted.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, oh my gosh. Hi.
That's all I gotta say. Thank you. I
Okay.
love you. Yes, you can.
I am going to message the guy that was a witness to this conversation, and I'll see if I can get him on that Senate hearing or whatever. And
With the recent accusations,
it's like I said,
guys.
Olivia, it's past that point. I don't give a shit what you do.
You know what? Everybody, go. You know what, guys? I give you permission. Go spam Nicholas, the White House Chief of Staff, and tell him he did a good job.
Is there anybody else who'd like to speak?
No, we're going to VC.
Nicholas
Alright.
is the reason the country was staying together, to be honest.
Oh my God! Everybody, go love on Nicholas.